Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. We have so much to talk about. Oh my god, we're finally going to be delving into the housing, which, by the way, it was uncanny. I didn't hear too much leaks about the housing, and I was like, this is the one thing that I desperately need. I knew it was coming. I just didn't know, like, I was hoping that it would be in depth. I was hoping that it would be kind of weirdly become an economy and a really heavy point of investment, because that to me is what one of the things that people are desiring so much from Genshin, is not only like progression and combat sense to make it so that your artifacts are valuable and they matter and it's worth attaining this incredibly high skill cap of artifact grinding and etc. But that, to me, I also wanted that, but also the housing, some place that I could have deep investment, kind of like the city reputation, except hopefully without some weird cosmetics and instead substantial gain. And yeah, I think that's maybe what we're going to be getting. But I digress, ladies and gentlemen. We have a bunch to talk about today. We have to talk about the housing system, which we're predominantly going to be talking about, as well as we're going to talk about Genshin coming to the PS5, and also maybe having some bells and whistles that are different from PC and mobile, which is kind of like, or maybe they just tweaked an area. Anyways, I digress. Hopefully we get in PC land as well. It'd be shitty for only PS5 to get it anyways, but whatever. The other thing is that we have a brand new event that we're going to jump into at the very end of the video, but again, Primo Gems and galore can be found here. But ladies and gentlemen, let's start with the most aesthetic rundown of the Serena Teapot, and oh my god, does it look absolutely charming. So again, the Serena Teapot is going to be coming in 1.5, and again, we're just going to be breaking down everything. This is some important stuff to note though. You are going to have to complete a quest line, which I'm assuming is like the Adeptus being like, hey, we never really thanked you for being, you know, amazing and helping us basically save the city and shit. Here's the thing. Here's this special trinket. So we're gonna have to complete that quest, where we attain the Serena Teapots, and we're also going to have to be around AR 35. So again, this is like late game kind of content, and I think it's because of the investment and etc. But I digress. Also, you have to get this quest line completed. At Chapter 1, Act 3, a new Archon appears. Should be super chill. super chill. Anyway, so by the way, how you will get access to your Serena Teapot, I'm sure you guys know this, but if you go into your, it's a gadget, so you basically throw down the gadget, you jump into the teapot, just like a genie's lamp. It's the same thing. Same shit, which is wonderful. Anyways, so this is the thing that, again, a lot of this is going to be verbatim, just re-echoing what we do, but we'll get into some new stuff, I promise. But we have to choose from 3 different locations. By the way, we do not have to choose permanently a location. We can eventually get them all, which is going to be amazing. But I do believe we get at a base enough currency to buy at least one realm. And then I think it's going to cost a little more to buy the other ones, I would assume, but let's talk about currency later. As you craft furnishing, your trust rank will increase with the Tea Spirit. You will unlock other realms and areas, as well as the 2 of other realms. So yeah, so in each realm, there is areas that you can't get access to until you get a high enough trust rank with your special buddy. And also you get access to more realms, I would imagine. So I really hope it is stagnated in this way, where it's like this one, or this one, this one. You guys can't see because you guys can't see my cursor, but I really want the realm where it's like hovering planets and like it's in a permanent sunset, essentially, which looks beautiful and pink and shit. So good. In your realm, you can place objects, customize features, furnishing, decorations, plants, animals, yeah, and more. So we get doggos, by the way. Of course, we knew that, but still. So yeah, if you guys have not seen the gameplay footage of them placing it, it's, again, shockingly complex. I thought they were really gonna dumb it down, but no. Also, do you guys see that? So in our furnishings, we have things like, okay, yeah, we got like a lantern above us, we got a rug, but then we get this huge jade like palace, which is so sick. And I'm just curious if that is just like a glorified palace, which is like custom built and made and like stuck, or if it's like a house where we can go into there and place furniture in that like setting. Because that would be really cool to have like a palace that's super open, and you can still place furnishing. It's not like it's locked in a box. That would be really cool. Also, I didn't mention, but the reason why we're not on my chair, my set and whatnot, is because we're gonna be doing the web event. So I'm actually gonna need to like access to my mouse in higher acuity or whatever. Also, Eula is what the new 5-star is called. And I'm not going to change on Yenfi. It's a nickname, if anything. Anyways, so how do we obtain these amazing blueprints? We increase our trust rank with our teapot, with our teapot guardian, I guess. Ooh, and also completing Adeptus Mirror. Don't know what that is. And participating in events. So I feel like, again, this is not just like a little, this is something that's going to stay throughout the entirety of the game. So they're going to invest in this more. So imagine other events having to do with this, whether that be like a reward system, whether like I could definitely see if when we get Inazuma eventually, for like maybe reaching max city reputation or something like that, or max statue of whatever reputation gain, we might get an area specifically for Inazuma inspired art and stuff like that, or like skybox and stuff. Besides this, you can exchange for furnishing blueprints in the realm's depot/depot, or from the salesman that you might randomly find throughout the area, essentially. So yeah, events as well as increasing your trust rank will get you a couple new blueprints, but the main thing I think how you're going to attain blueprints is through the realm depot, and also the like what do you call it, increasing your trust rank, and then again there'll be events where you can get like a curtain or like a super big palace, you know, which is going to be so sick. Oh, okay, I see. So it does look like that's what they mean by Adeptus Mirror, is it's like a quest line for the Adeptus, kind of very much similar to if you get this, you get these greater blueprints overall. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. So that seems like a big part of it. So I think the Home Depot is probably just like basic supplies, and more like grandiose trees and all these other things will be added as we complete these kind of mundane tasks. Awesome. Also, there will be a garden, but not yet. Apparently, we're not at the level in which they can give us the garden because it's a little bit too complicated, but they did say that they are going to be adding it in the future, which is awesome. Again, adding that idea of, well, if I just invested in my house, I would like create an economy of gain, basically, which sounds awesome to me. I love that stuff where you invest and it pays you back over time, and then you end up like just supercharging your progression if you're playing the beginning properly. So this is really, really important. How to craft furnishing. Now, yes, there's blueprints that we'll find, but you will have to cut down trees, collect ore, plants, and also craft fibers and dyes in the Serenity pots. Spirits locations, more crafting materials. So this is something I'm not sure about. Yeah, no, I would assume, yeah, okay. So you can cut down trees in the base world, in the overworld. It's not just in the teapot. Yeah, in fact, I think the teapot's probably pretty blank. I can tell because he's hitting a tree, and there's a little tiny like challenge thing there, challenge cross, you know. So we're gonna hit a tree, we're gonna get some wood and all that stuff, which is kind of like, okay, but it is very much like a gated progression thing, which is kind of hilarious. so yeah, like everyone has 2,000 rocks, or at least a lot of people have 2,000 rocks at this point, just because it's one of the only things to do in the game. But now they're like, oh, you may have some rocks, you may have some fibers, but you don't have trees. So you're gonna have to go run around the world and deforest this fucking place. What's that stupid bear that's all about forest stuff? I don't know. Okay, so now it's getting into our best bird boy, whatever the hell his name is. Our wonderful butler bird boy. It's going to be getting into what his role and etc. is, but a lot of it's trust rank, which is interesting. I don't know why the Adeptus don't trust us, but they're willing to give us like, you know, a whole teapot, weird, or a whole nother world basically within a tiny object. But as you increase your trust rank, you unlock more new features for the Surrender Teapots and earn various rewards, such as, it seems like a lot of the rewards are like Primo Gems, more blueprints, and maybe some fibers and whatnot. Always good to see Primo Gems in there though, and that's pretty cool. But again, it does seem like if we've seen a live stream, it was very gated. Like a lot of this is like, again, crafting is going to take time and all those things. Now it'll be interesting to see if crafting can be circumnavigated by realm currency, which we'll get into a little bit. But that would mean that it gets easier to craft things with the more things you have in your worlds, if that makes any sense, which probably doesn't. Anyways, after crafting furnishings, you can click on this icon in the top right corner and basically activate like Furnish Mode. And you guys have seen the gameplay of it, but basically you can literally God's eye view, float around, place this here, adjust it, place this here, adjust it. I imagine that was a nightmare to code for PC controls, PS4 controls, mobile controls. That's gonna be pretty rough, but Alas, here it is, and it seemed pretty in-depth. My only worry is that it's capped on the amount of things you can have in a room. So instead, like, every room will be really blank because we can only put like 7 items in it, or like 20 items in it, when it's like, oh wait, well, what if I made like the coffee table have some like books and like lights on it and stuff like that? And what if I made the walls have this beautiful light and this art and these like weapons on the wall and all these things? And then the game's like, no, how dare you, we'll crash and die. And that's what worries me about this. It says types 1 out of 200, so it makes me believe that there's a cap on how many things you can add in here, which is capped at 200. And now some of you guys may be like, Grin, how much else do you want? As much as PC can give me. Frankly, I understand it can be capped on mobile, but I'm hoping it doesn't have to be capped on PC. Teapot Spirit. In this Serena Teapot, you can talk to the Teapot Spirit to learn more about this Serena Teapot's new features. So we can see here we got the Trust rank, which we can access through him. We can also see Switch Realm Styles, which I believe is when we go to a brand new different template, which is there's 3 at the start of this, I believe. We can craft furnishing, and then we can go to the Realm Depot, like Home Depot, and we can buy a bunch of stuff. And we did see some stuff in here. So Realm Depot, I don't want to like overestimate things too much, but in the special showcase, we seen that there were primo gems and no we didn't. We seen experience books available there. Purple tier experience books that were 20 a piece. So to me, I'm thinking, wait, is this a way to get like 20 experience books every week if you have enough realm currency? Okay, like that's awesome. That's amazing. That could like a lot of people have an issue in this game with there not being enough resources for you to do the bare minimum of stuff. Like they release more characters, but we don't have any more resources to actually level them up and play and use them. So it's kind of just like why are you giving us so many characters when we can't level them up? Like there's a influx of characters and not enough resources. But if they keep doing stuff like this, and Realm Depot can basically be another avenue in which you can grab a lot of these other resources, and the more you invest in your realm, the more it will increase the amount of resource points you can essentially attain, which I believe is right down here. It starts talking about, yes, realm currency. To break this down a lot, basically, I think this increases, but we have a pot. Throughout the day and throughout the hours of the day, it will start accumulating realm currency. Now it is capped at 300 points. And I believe it recharges pretty fast. So I think you'll have to like grab, like empty. So your main concern with this is trying to empty the realm pot. That way you're not wasting any realm currency. So the pot can only hold and accumulate so much, so be sure to grab all the stuff in the pot. The good news is when you start to level up your realm, putting furnishings in it, it will increase the realm's adeptus energy, whatever it is, gaining you more realm currency as well as increasing the pot of realm currency. So I'm hoping that it increases it enough to where you don't have to come in here every like 5 hours to grab the currency and dip, because we did see that it's like, yeah, you gain a decent amount of realm currency through every hour or something. So yeah, but this could be a way again to keep people who are going to be jumping into this engaged consistently. But the more you're engaged, the less you have to be engaged over the periodic amount of time, it seems. Now, the Realm Depot is essentially what you're going to be after. Again, there's so many different things. There's furnishing blueprints. Oh, so it looks like you can actually buy specific things. You don't have to buy the blueprint itself, but I imagine the blueprint will probably cost a hefty bit more. We also have Realm Treasures. Okay, so maybe Realm Treasures is the thing that's capped. I'd be curious. I feel like Furnishing should reset daily. I feel like Blueprint should reset maybe weekly, and Realm Treasures should reset a weekly too. I feel like that would be a good call. Anyways, Adeptus Energy. So this is showing it like we have basic Bitch Bird, we have decently leveled up Bird, and then we have King Bird. King Bird gets you the biggest possible pot, and the highest currency, or the highest amount of Adeptus energy attained, essentially, which is awesome. So that is the Serena Teapot. We do have some other things here, which is QA dev questions for the Serena Teapot. We're going to be going over the ones that are the most interesting because we're already kind of cooking with too much time right now. Anyways, yeah, we already know this. How do we get materials for furnishings? We cut down trees. They've added a bunch of new things. Nice. We also can buy them from the Depot, from sales, the traveling salesman, which can appear in our world randomly in random locations, increasing our rank, all of these things. Can you grow vegetables? vegetables and flowers in the Serenity Teapot. Basically, we want to do it. It's complicated, surprisingly, and it's not going to be available in 1.5 probably, but we will add it as soon as we possibly can, basically. So again, this to me was one of the things where I was like, okay, again, if I can have a place where if I invest in it, it matters and I get paid for it in the future, like instead of having to bounce around the map to 6 different locations for a stupid different like red hot chili peppers or something like that, instead I can just do that a couple times, because I'm assuming that's what it's going to cost, and then plant a bunch of these with Adeptus energy or whatever, and then just have like a garden that I can literally just sprint in a straight line collecting all of them, and then leave. But of course it will have to be balanced with you being able to I'm sure it's going to cost Adeptus energy every single time you place one, or not Adeptus energy, sorry, realm currency. When gardening is available, how can I grow plants in the Serenity Teapot? Can I get Mora, Resin, or Primo Gem? So this is people being like, honestly, that would be really cool if like they had a stupidly expensive like cost in abundance, like 1 million realm currency for like a Mora tree that gave you maybe like, I don't know, 10,000 or maybe 5,000 Mora every day. So if you got it early on, if you like made you built up your house, you invested in the economy, and you were able to benefit over a long period of time, that would be so sick. I would love that. As a Primo Gems, they would be like, give us 5 million realm currency, and we'll give you 1 Primo Gem a day. More. Yeah, bitch. And there's some psycho who like makes plants like 60 trees or something, and just like, eat me, you wretch. Anyways, but I think that again, it's weird because I think that would be fun, because again, that to me is the wonderful aspect about what they did here with the realm currency or the realm teapots and etc. They seem like they made it more than just a shitty house or like a cute looking house. They were like, no, this is an economy that you can build up, and it has again, investment matters. You'll get your investment out of this again, which is what I hope the whole vegetable growing eventually kind of becomes. Yes, more probably is out of the question. Resin would be really cool. I didn't even think about that. That'd be a really cool way of like getting end game players, because you have to be AR 35 in order to have access to this. So this would warrant people having to play hard to get here, you know, and hopefully be rewarded with an accelerated progression, essentially. But who knows? Also, they says, well, you reap what you sow, and Paimon doesn't think Mora grows on trees. At the Realm Treasures, travelers can exchange for things like Mora or Hero's Wit. Okay, yeah, so that's what we were seeing in the live stream. So Realm Treasures can be exchanged for Mora and Hero's Wit. Okay, so it seems like we're already getting that, but is it capped? Is it like you get the Hero Wit and then it stops, or is it reset every week? Paimon has some new things like Essence, different kind of consumables that we'll have, which can be used to upgrade artifacts. Oh, that's so cool. That's what people have been asking for such a long time. Okay, so your housing is going to be, you're going to build up realm currency, and this realm currency can essentially give you an enhancement for your artifacts. So like, you know, you're spending a shit ton of, that's so cool. That's so awesome. Sorry, like that just, instead of like doing your daily artifact farm, which you probably will still have to do to some extent, depending on how much you want to grind, but you can do this. You can just invest in your house, which literally, guys, could be you just taking a bunch of shelves and planting them in the middle of your yard just to accrue higher realm currency. But yeah, they've created things that can help you upgrade artifacts, which sounds, again, amazing. Like, again, instead of you having to burn artifacts, you can specifically have another route of infusing your artifacts. That's huge. That's a massive. I hope that I think that's going to be coming with the update too, though, which is amazing. In addition, you can also get new kinds of resin throughout the Realm Treasures. This new resin has the same function as the existing resin, only that it will decompose with time. So travelers, don't forget to use them in time. Interesting. This all becomes significantly less exciting if Realm Treasures is an event that goes away. But if this is a shop that constantly every 2-3 weeks, whatever it is, that resets with Mora, Hero Wit, a sacrificial essence, a sacrificial whatever that is, and that's all used to upgrade our artifacts. Fantastic. And not only that, but we have a new type of resin that decays over time, so you want to buy this resin and immediately use it if you can. I wonder if it starts degrading when you buy it or as soon as the shop resets. So you have to get in there. Hopefully you know you have you're a man on a mission, or you know to use this resin in the beginning of the week so that you can use your resin, the world resin, for what you can't do in the beginning. So maybe, I don't know. This is a big thing. This is like an economy feature. If Realm Treasure is not just like over in a week and it's an event, which they don't say it's an event. So here's hoping it stays around, and here's hoping that by you investing in this housing system, you net what seemingly seems like a lot. Mora, hero wit, artifact experience upgrading. It's all like foundational stuff that people have been complaining about for lack of progression within characters. This may be their answer to, hey, you seem like you we're not giving you enough resources to level up your characters. Well, if you make sure you keep grinding the Serena Teapot, that may change. You may always have enough to kind of get your head above water, which is awesome. Essentially, your characters can hang out in the area, Serena Teapot with you, which is kind of dope. There's not that many interactive kind of things within the Teapot, but they're open to adding stuff like that in the future, like something that can heal you, like you touch the statue of the Seven, it heals you. Maybe I don't know, maybe there's like a battle arena where you can like fight specific mobs. Again, I think that's what they're talking about wanting to like implement interactable things within your thing, but for right now, it's cosmetic. You can sit down in chairs. That's basically where we're at. In the current version, there are already over 200 furnishings that can be placed. I was correct, yeah. So we can only place 200 furnishings. I know some people are gonna be like, really, Grin? Yeah, dude, trust me. Like, people are gonna have to get creative, but I really hope they increase that. In future version types, the style of furnishings will continue to be added. Paimon will pass on your request to custom. No, I don't want custom's cool, but you're gonna get like anime titties in like a picture frame, all right, which is fine. Maybe get bonked a little bit, but it's fine. But I'm more wanting to place more things. I hate the fact that there's a cap, because I know you're gonna be like, just as you're starting to make something look cool, you're gonna have like one room that looks dope, and then another room that looks barren and disgusting because you don't have any more like abilities to place. Maybe that's the goal, is that you can't like. No, because you want, I don't know, but you want to get to 200, I think, as soon as possible so that you can start accruing Adeptus energy at a higher rate. Anyways, can I send furnishings as gifts to friends? No, basically, but we're interested in maybe doing that in the future. Let's see. So that's that. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest takeaway here is, to me, it's kind of a play off of like gardening and whatnot. But they haven't added the gardening, but it does seem like they've added the realm treasures, which can be, you can have more a hero wit, and these special other artifacts that can help you get that. Also, they're adding a new resin kind of thing to it, which again, I don't know why more people aren't talking about this. This is huge. They're adding a different kind of resin that degrades over time, but sure, it's maybe another, like, for people who are like, we want like maybe 80 more resin and then we'll be good. Maybe this is that. But maybe it's not, because it's only going to be reset every week, but still, something. And of course, again, Heroes with Mora. This is something that people constantly are frustrated about because there's not enough, essentially, to go around. Also, we have this. Okay, so we have also this. This seems really interesting. Essentially, it's the PS4. It's going to come out on April 28th. Seems very, very cool. Interesting. But one thing that they did add is this, or at least they did say is this.
We've also prepared an exclusive version of Qingmin Peak, only for PlayStation 5 players. This mountain peak has been one of the most popular places in the game among both our players and team. So, we've given this location a bit of a makeover. We hope you like the surprise. The release of Genshin Impact.
That's a little sad. So they're basically, the PS5 is getting Genshin Impact on the 28th. Good, happy for all y'all. It's a free-to-play game. Jump in, go nuts. But it's a little unfortunate that they're getting a upgraded version of a place which we can't have access to. Sony's like, hey, we need some exclusivity. Okay, you bastards. I digress, ladies and gentlemen. Let's round off this video by doing the special new event. By the way, there's a brand new event. It's this right here, the Craft Furnishing and Earn Rewards. So I guess this is going to go into 1.5. We're going to get the Serena Teapot, and we're going to hopefully have some extra furnishings when we get in there, maybe? Regardless, this is an event. Primo gems are here. Furnishings, I think, are also here. Yeah, this is adorable. Random bird thing. What is this place? This place is the realm within. Beyond mortal creatures, Adeptus, all that. My name is, no. As an outliner, you only need to know me as Teapot Spirit. that doesn't seem nice. Well, your name is important and valuable. You seem quite capable. Maybe you might be able to help me solve this problem with the hilly churls are causing. Hilly churls? Can I take 10 of them out at once? Fucking that. Hey, violence shouldn't be your first option. Not to mention how I'd have to clean up after you. Yeah, dead bodies, rough. For some reason, a group of hilly churls appears within the realms a few days ago. Since then, you've been cutting trees down, setting up straws, huts. Sometimes they even start dancing for no reason. Got it. Have you rather? I don't know. We're just gonna get. Yep. That's my patient level. I apologize. All right, click on the place to craft crafted area furnishings. When it's completed, you'll be able to complete it. You'll get more on hero wit. What? No primo gems? What happened to you, Mahoyo? Why are you being such a dick about the primo gem game? I don't know. We're just gonna, again, this is how I always play the events. I just click around and I'm like, is this working? Am I getting anything? Has it told me that I have to stop now? And then I forget to come back and I don't get a lot of the rewards. Don't look at me. Anyways, get more crafting materials. Oh yeah, also, enter the web event today page. Yeah, okay, so we just get these base, like, logged in, nice. And then we have to go, like, share it. And then I just go with Twitter, and then I say, no. And then it's like, you did it. And I'm like, thanks. I'm not sharing this event. I don't need everyone in my life to know I'm a weeb trash, okay? Get away from me. Nice. Okay, so now we got some basic rewards. What are we looking to do? Oh, we do get primo. Okay, so it's just, yeah, I don't know why it was being weird like that. Return inside. 2 pieces of log and some of that. Crafting completed. It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. Twitter, absolutely, we'll share it there. Just kidding, I won't. Gross. Anyway, what's this? Okay, so now we're outside, so we can just throw these together. What is 2 waters and some slime? Shit. It's gonna take a minute. How's your guys' day going? How amped are you about the Serenity Teapot? I'm jazzed. Again. I don't know why more people aren't talking about that. About the fact that, like, they're weirdly answering. Again, I don't want to jump the gun, but if the resin thing is substantial, even remotely so, then that's more resin for us to spend. It's worrisome that it's capped at a week, so it's not like daily resin increase, you know, but it is a way to get resin, which I think is incredibly smart on Mahoyo's behalf, because it's kind of a way to appease both sides of, if you constantly keep investing in this weird economy, then you'll constantly gain more resin or be able to purchase all of the things within the Serenity Teapot, hopefully every week or whatnot, unless it doesn't respawn. And if it doesn't respawn, then what the fuck? It just seems like that's a solid wasted opportunity. I digress. But ladies and gentlemen, as soon as we're cashes, then we're pretty much done. Yeah, so I think we need to craft 4. Oh, we need to place furnishings, 4 of them, and it's by place they mean just click on it and literally place it. What did we make? That we made a lantern with water, and dish soap. Sick. Place that bad boy down. Yes, that's fine. I don't think we can actually choose where it goes. Save it, sure, why not? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. This is an event going on. We're getting primo gems every single step of the way. It does seem like it gradually gets more and more primo gems, which is good. Is it an abundance of primo gems? No, it's like a wish and a half. But anyways, as far as some things are concerned, I'm pretty happy with what the event says with the Serenity Teapot. Again, they could have just been like, hey, Mondstadt and Leeway, you can buy a shitty house and, like, you know, you can cook there, and it's like, you know, maybe you can hire a butler to kind of like level it up 3 tiers, and that's it. And then it looks like it's shitty, okay, and then great. But no, they were like, no, you can play stuff. It accrues value. You got Adeptus treasures, which hopefully accrued every like 6 weeks, or not every 6 weeks, every like 1 or 2 weeks would be awesome. That way, again, it's like you want to build up your weird Adeptus economy within your little teapot so that you can start gaining consistent resources over in the course of time, which sounds fantastic. But ladies and gentlemen, I digress. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. Subscribe buttons to my right, as well as 2 videos further that way. Thank you once again, and goodbye.